Nancy's mink coats transformed into 2 throws, 2 pillows, a headband, and an earmuff. What an amazing project this was. Between the 2 throws, the 2 beautiful bolster pillows, the headband, and the earmuffs, it was just such a fun project to work on. And then in these projects we're going to be saving the linings as well as the monograms. They're all going to be incorporated into the various different items. Hi, my next project consists of 3 mink items, 1 jacket, actually it's a little shawl. I'm going to be making pillows from this and possibly a headband. It's very pretty, nice white mink. The next one is another mink. It has a very interesting design on the front as well as the back, so that's going to be interesting to see how I can make a throw from this coat. And the third one is a brown mink. Has a very pretty lining on the inside with a monogram. Not sure if we're going to be using the linings from either of the coats, but again, in good shape. So let's get started. The first throw is the black throw. The lining inside was quite lovely, and when you send me items, make sure that you check the pockets because sometimes I find things in there. Yes, I will always return them to you. With this particular throw, I decided that I was going to use the armholes and fill in using the sleeves. Because the lines of this coat were pretty straight, I was able to use the armholes. So what I did was I made a template and I put a directional arrow. I used a straight pin and poked holes all around the opening. I cut that out and I was able to make a template from that. And I laid that onto the fur itself and I was able to cut that out and I made the 2 armholes. I put them together and then I started working on the border area. As you can see, I added the borders on here. This throw measured 37 by 50. And that's what it looked like when it was laid out. And the lining put into place. The way it lays is beautiful. The next coat in this project is the brown mink. Again, that one laid nice and straight and I was able to use the armholes as the fill-in. So I used the sleeves for that. I cut them in a rectangular formation and I clipped them together and added them and then put the borders on. And the bottom 2 borders were placed and then the side borders. The side borders were a little wider than the top and bottom. This fur measured 53 inches by 38.5 inches, and the backing was just lovely. We were able to save the monogram, and the way it flows is just beautiful. Again, that lining was very, very pretty. The next several projects came from the cape. So we have the pillow, the headband, and the earmuffs. And this is what the cape looked like when it was deconstructed. I have a lot of fur to work with, so that was great. The bolster size was 12 by 27 inches, so I made rectangles, put them together, layered them with cotton. Here is the backing, and I was able to save the monogram. And that's what the pillow looked like from the front and the back. And here they are side by side. Really beautiful. They are really, really beautiful. The next thing I was able to make was the headband. It's lined with velvet on the skin side, as well as a piece of Velcro to attach it all together so it fits perfectly around the head. And the last thing to make were the earmuffs. It had a metal band, so I clipped them all around, sewed them together on my fur machine, and here we have the whole set together. It is absolutely beautiful. Like I said, what a great project this was, and the variety of items that came from these 3 furs was just outstanding. Come visit us at dinahsquilts.com.